Hello there, Balchistach. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 25 of Glide. And so to the person who contacted me yesterday who hasn't done Glide for around 3 weeks and is back on their mat as of yesterday, around a week ago, probably a week ago, there was this thing that I was saying that they did this research. And when you say to yourself in your self-talk, hold on a second. Hey. When you say to yourself in your self-talk, Ciara, you've got this. And so within your own head, you tell yourself, you got this, you got this. And then there's that amazing thing of choose your heart. I'm just loving that idea that, we think that we're choosing an easy option if we outsource all our movement, if we outsource everything and sit on the couch and order a pizza. And that way it's like, that's the easy life. This is so wonderful. But ultimately that's a hard life because the outcomes, the lack of integrity, all that kind of stuff, it's like on some level, the choices you're making. So choose your heart for me is this glorious sense of, aligning myself to the deeper me, following my own inner judgment, inner path, inner knowing, and really making choices and engaging with my life in a really wholesome way. So you got this, choose your hard, and we do hard things. This amazing podcast and a book that I'm listening to at the moment by Glennon Doyle. And so we do hard things is that we were built and made for resilience, for grit, for resources, to do things in our day that are difficult, that are challenging. And with resources, we can do anything. So build your resources and make hard choices and live a life of integrity and wholesomeness and be alive, to the tips of your fingers, to the soles of your feet, to the deep of your heart. So come lie on the floor and let's move. Sunday we'll be on the floor just rolling around as usual. We actually haven't really gotten off the floor all week. There was a moment, but great. So come lie again on the floor. Come. So you're lying on your back. Oh, yes, I have my microphone. Your knees are bent. Feet are flat on the floor. And just begin to sway your knees from side to side. As you sway your knees, just feel the deep of your belly, your inner thighs, your lower back. Just notice, there's so many different sensations that are emerging. Sometimes when I do this movement, I have to go slowly in the beginning. Sometimes I can just rock in and be really smooth. Depends on what you did yesterday. Hey, guys. Depends on what you did yesterday. Depends on loads of different things. Squeeze your right knee up onto your chest and hug it in. And release. Squeeze your left knee up onto your chest and release. So just draw your right knee up, squeeze it in. And draw your left knee up and squeeze it in. So as you draw your right knee up next time, you can stretch your left leg long or keep your left foot on the floor. And draw your left knee up, hold on to it. Stretch the right leg long. So just feel that. As you draw one knee up, hold it, lengthen the other leg. And often I feel like there's this sense of the leaning into the lengthening. It's like I'm not just lengthening, I'm then kind of like deepening in or enjoying the sense of opening and enlivening through the deep of my hips, through the belly, through the lower back. So just lean into it. Enjoy the movement as it unfolds in your body. Nice. Squeeze both knees in. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling and enjoy the lengthening of your legs. Bend both knees, squeeze them in, and then stretch both legs. Bend both knees, squeeze them in. Stretch both legs. One more time. Bend both knees, squeeze it in. And lengthen both legs. Roll your ankles in huge circles. So I'm rolling my toes towards each other and then apart, towards each other and apart, and then roll in the other direction. And so I'm kind of feeling like I'm leaning into the ache of my feet. The sense of the binding of my feet and the wholesome maneuvering that I can create as I roll my ankles. Nice. Open your toes wide and then squeeze them in. And when they're squeezed in, make really tight fists and then really fast, open your toes. So squeeze them in and then surprise. Squeeze them in. Surprise. So every time you open your toes, let them kind of go, surprise. 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 Oh, surprise. Shake out your legs. Just have a bit of a wobble, a wiggle, a shake. And so as you shake your legs, I love this moment. There's a moment, around 30 seconds in or so, that one of your legs starts to wobble in a different way. So one of my legs knows how to continue, and the other one starts to shake in a kind of a random disorder. So maybe both of them are going different. But yeah, they don't continue the same. Notice when that happens. Nice. Lower both feet to the floor. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. So you should feel the edges of your mat underneath your toes. So just wiggle your toes and feel the sides of your mat underneath your feet. Bring your arms wide into a T. And then just drop your knees down towards the right, leaning into your belly, leaning into that right hip, the left hip. Really sinking that left knee deeper and deeper towards the floor. Deepen your breath down into your belly. Nice. Other side. Drop both knees down towards the left and just lean into that right hip. Feel the weight into the left buttock and settle in. Letting your right knee drop more and more towards the floor. Nice. Come back up to center. So drop both knees down towards the right and then walk your left foot a few heel toe, heel toe, heel toe back towards the left so that you've increased the stretch in your left leg. If it feels too strong, then you've gone too far. Turn your head towards the right and really imagine that you can bring your nose towards the floor. And then lengthen a little bit more into the left arm. Draw your navel back a bit towards your spine and just feel like you're widening in every direction. Your arms are reaching, your shoulders are connecting, your head is spiraling. The left knee is dropping towards the floor. Nice. Come back up to center by walking your left foot back to center. Bring your knees to center. Drop both knees down towards the left. And then heel toe, the right foot a bit towards the right.
Turn your head towards the left and then reach wide into your arms. Draw your navel towards your spine. And as you draw your navel towards your spine, it creates connection through the deep of your hip, the deep of the belly, and creates a little bit more tone and awareness. Nice. Head back to center, heel toe, back to center. Walk your feet till they're together. And then drop your knees wide, bring the soles of your feet together. Bring both arms straight up towards the ceiling and palms are touching. So flatten your lower back down into the floor and really pull your spine backwards so the deep of my lower back is engaged with the floor. And then lift your hips up off the floor. And then roll down along your spine to land. Lift your hips up. Lowering down. If for any reason turning your feet wide or for your ankles or your knees doesn't feel comfortable, then just bring your feet flat to the floor and lift. Just hear that. Roll up and down along your spine. Good morning, Goldilocks. Rolling up and down. Next time you rise, just pause. Feet are connecting. Wiggle your toes a little bit. Let them say hello to each other. So cute. Draw your navel towards your spine and reach a little bit more up into your fingers. Slowly lowering down. Bring your knees together. Drop your arms wide. Nice. So bring your feet so they're hip distance apart. Bring your right foot so that it rests on top of the left knee. And it's your ankle that's resting on top of the knee. And then draw your right knee away from you. And then let your right knee come towards you. But my ankle is staying on my knee. So I'm just rotating into the hip. Right knee. So your thigh squeezes a bit towards your belly. And then your knee opens wide. Thigh squeezes towards your belly. Knee opens wide. My ankle stays on my knee. Squeeze it in. Feel the end squeeze of the movement. And then draw it out. Feel the end squeeze of the movement. One more time. Squeeze it in. And then draw it out. Bend your elbows. Push your elbows into the floor. Lift your left foot off the floor. And so now you'll meet, dun dun dun, the deep of your right buttock. And just breathe and settle in. You're not using your hands. It's only your legs that are moving. So your left knee is squeezing deeply upwards. Your abdominal muscles are turning on. You're really rolling your thighs closer and closer towards your chest. Nice. Touch your left toes to the floor. Draw your left knee towards you. That's going to pull the right leg in. Toes to the floor. Tap. Squeeze in. One more time. Toes, tap, squeeze in. And then draw a circle through the lower back so that you're circling and you're listening to how this shape travels. Nice. And then circle in the other direction. Nice. With your right hand, reach down and bring your right hand to the to the sole of your right foot. And then slowly bring your right foot up into happy baby. Whatever version of that. If that feels like, oh, that's just not possible, then hold on to your ankle or hold on behind your knee. And then just lengthen out into the left leg, at whatever distance you go. So you're in happy baby, some version, foot, ankle, or knee. And then you're lengthening out into the left leg. And just deepen into your breath. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Rock your knees from side to side. So two of my swimming buddies, they did a race yesterday. Is it Gale Force or some version of that? So I'm just thinking of your hips this morning as we move as well. So yeah, always listening in, hearing what the consequences of yesterday's action or not doing stuff did to you, you know? Nice. Other side. Lift the left foot up, bring your ankle to your knee, and then draw your left knee away and draw your thigh towards your belly. And just feel that. Knee away, towards, away, towards, away, towards, away. Wow, that's such a weird word. Towards. Away. One more time. Squeezing into it. And then towards. Squeezing into it. Towards. Towards. Let your knee move away. Keep your ankle on your knee and squeeze the right knee up towards you and meet the deep of your left buttock. As always, for me, there's such a huge difference between my left and my right. So I'm a little bit, I have less range here. I feel a little bit more constricted, but I'm going easily. I'm not assuming that they'll be the same. I'm just meeting the edge on this side, which has a different shape, looks different, and I'm okay with that. I don't mind that I look different from side to side, that I am different from side to side, that I am different from you, that you are different from me. This is all very wonderful stuff. Nice. Drop your right toe to the floor. Squeeze your knee in. Right toe to the floor. Draw your right knee towards you. Toe to the floor. Squeeze it in. Pause there, deeply squeezing in. And then roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. So yeah, this idea, there's a woman called Katie Bowman, and she's a biomechanist or a biokinesiologist in America. And she's this incredible, she looks at how we walk, how we move, change direction of the rolling of the back of your knee. No, the back of your pelvis. And so she has this thing of how we have outsourced our movement. So, for example, in the past, we would have hunted our own animals, we would have run them down, we would have picked our own hunter-gatherers, we would have picked our own fruit and veg. So bring your left hand to your left foot, hold on to it, or your ankle or your knee. See what you need to do. Bring your left foot up so that your foot is over your knee and you're in happy baby pose. And then extend your right leg long. So that sense of outsourcing is where now you can sit on your couch and you can order pizza and you haven't harvested, you haven't cooked, you haven't prepared any part of that food. You've just phoned somebody. And so this idea that that's supposed to be the best way to live. And it's like, hold on, what movements, where can I re-engage in my life into movement? Where can you be active in your life in a wholesome way? And yeah, like moving is wonderful. We weren't built to sit on the couch our whole lives. That's not the optimum. It's like being in your life engaged and strong. Draw both knees up towards you and then just rock from side to side. So where in your life are you outsourcing movement and where can you re-engage it? Can you park a little bit further away from the shop when you go to shop? Can you walk to the shop completely? Can you cycle and draw a circle with your knees? Can you grow herbs? Can you, find ways that you can engage with your life and move and connect? It's really very beautiful. Nice, both feet to the floor. So stretch your legs out long and then bring your arms overhead so they rest on the floor. So we're going to do the human banana. Last movement. So walk your feet over towards the right as far as they go. And then cross your left ankle over the top of the right. And then walk your arms and your shoulders over towards the right as well. And now I have this super long stretch through the left side of my body. And I'm trying to draw the left hip and the left side of my waist towards the floor. I haven't rolled over. And if it's too strong, which is slightly too strong for me here, so I've pulled back a little bit and just lengthen and breathe into that left hip. You can hold on to the left wrist with your right hand. Breathe into your Left hip, left side of your waist. Nice. Walk your chest back to center. Uncross your ankles, walk your feet back to center, and then walk your feet over towards the left. Walk your head and shoulders over towards the left. I kind of feel like a caterpillar when I do that. And then cross your right ankle over the left. You can hold on to the right wrist if you wish and pull a little bit through your arm, only if that feels like wholesomeness. And then deepen your breath into the right belly, right hip, right side of your waist. Another glorious day here. So beautiful. Full moon was last night. So wonderful. Such a beautiful moon. Nice. Come back to center. Bend both knees and just pause there. You can, if you want, rock your knees from side to side just to ease out after that long, deep side body stretch. You can squeeze your knees up towards you if you wish. And then just wrap yourself around and give yourself a hug. Closing your eyes and just feel deeply the sense of containment and support. And then just imagine that we're all in this huge, big room together. There's around 100 of us doing yoga at the moment together. And so imagine that we're in a massive arena and we all are on our yoga mats and we're all lying here wrapped and hugged in ourselves. And to your right, there's some awesome people. And to your left, there's some awesome people. And the circle expands all the way around. And just know that this community holds us all, connects us all, supports us all. Nice. Great, guys. Have an amazing day wherever you are. And I'll see you all tomorrow. 3 more days until we've done this for a year. Those of you who are away, yes, I am taking a break for August. So there'll be no live yoga in August, but there's like 400 classes up on the YouTube channel. So you could do yoga every day. Ones that you missed, ones that you liked, ones that you'd like to repeat again. So great. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I love it. Be well, and you've got this. Cool. So if you want any information, Sinead and I are actually in the office for a few hours this morning, so you could drop us an email and we will reply as soon as we can. So be well, be awesome, and be you. And remember, you can do hard things. You know, it's just so beautiful how strong and resilient we truly are. So you've got this. We can do hard things. And yeah, choose your heart. Ciao for now. Slán go fóil. Bhí ionintach. Slán slán.